I think it's time we start realizing that true peace and happiness come from within. We can't rely on others to make us feel whole or loved. We need to find that validation and acceptance within ourselves. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, if only they would do this, I'd be happy? Or, if they would just understand me, everything would be okay? We've all been there, right? We put our emotional well-being in someone else's hands and expect them to make us feel a certain way. But the truth is, that's just not how it works. When we put our happiness in someone else's hands, we're setting ourselves up for disappointment and frustration. It's like we're giving them the power to control our emotions. And let's be real, nobody likes feeling like they're not in control of their own happiness. It's time to take back that power and recognize that nobody owes us happiness or validation. It's not someone else's job to make us feel loved or appreciated. That's on us. So, how do we shift our mindset? How do we stop expecting others to meet our emotional needs and start taking care of ourselves? Well, for me, it starts with self-awareness. Recognizing when I'm putting my emotions in someone else's hands and taking a step back to reflect on why I'm doing that. It's also about practicing self-acceptance. Loving and accepting myself, flaws and all. And setting personal boundaries. Knowing what I will and won't tolerate in my relationships. When we focus on building a strong sense of self, we're less likely to rely on others for our happiness. We're more confident, more secure, and more at peace. I want to share a personal story with you that really drives this point home. A few years ago, I was in a relationship that was just not serving me. I kept thinking, if only they would change, I'd be happy. But it wasn't until I took responsibility for my own happiness and started focusing on myself that I was able to find peace and move on. That's when it hit me, true peace comes from within. It's not something someone else can give us or take away from us. It's something we have to cultivate ourselves. So, what can you take away from this video? The biggest takeaway is that true peace and happiness come from within. We need to stop expecting others to meet our emotional needs and take responsibility for our own happiness. If you've ever struggled with finding peace or putting your emotional well-being in someone else's hands, I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. And if you want more tips on personal growth and self-improvement, be sure to check out my other videos. Thanks for watching.